It starts. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello and welcome to another live chat show with ADBN. For those of you who don't know what ADBN stands for, is the African Diaspora Business Network. And basically we help to promote African diaspora businesses and just help their businesses to grow and give them opportunities to expand and support them as best as we possibly can. And today we have the privilege of having a very distinguished gentleman by name Kamaldeen to join us. He's part of the ADBN network, and he's going to tell us a bit more about himself, about his organization, and his initiative, really, and so that we can obviously find ways to support him as well. So Mr. Kamaldeen, welcome, very welcome to ADBN. Before I actually hand over to you, can I just ask you guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Just drop them on the chat box. I have with me Sheun, who's the brain behind all this here, and he's going to be supporting you as best as possible as well. Mr. Kamal, welcome once again, and everybody online, welcome, and sorry to keep you waiting. He's going to tell us a bit more about yourself, first of all, and what was the idea behind your organization?
Thank you, Cleopatra, and good afternoon, everyone. Let me start by saying, giving you about my background. I've got BSc Honors in Business Economics and Business Mathematics, and that's from Manchester Metropolitan University. And I also did my MBA, Masters in Business Administration, at the very same university. And to answer your question, the initiative behind this business is because of the gap we have with doing businesses in Nigeria. I'm sure most of us have had one issue or the other, challenges or the other, when you need to do any business back home. So I saw this gap together with my co-founder, who is Kasim Amsat. So we saw this gap and we felt like we could close the gap, basically. So it's like we tell people what to do, give them the scope of work. You'll be very lucky if it's done at all. And if it's not done, then it's not done. I mean, if it's done, sorry, then it's not done according to your scope of work. And that is the initiative behind the business.
Okay, tell us more about the business itself. When did you start and what is it about? And what are your, I don't know, vision, motto, and what you stand for?
The business is a one-stop shop. It's on-demand services, and it's a one-stop shop for your services when it comes to if you need builders, electricians, plumbers, painters, fashion designers, event planners, name it. Those are the categories that we deal with. So, and our vision, and it started actually last year. We started just July last year, and our vision is to become an household name in Nigeria, which is where we're starting. And in the long term, we plan to move to the UK as well. We're already speaking with some vendors in the UK whereby we can render the same service in the UK.
Oh, that's really, really good. Are there other, do you have competitors or people that you maybe saw something similar? You thought, actually, we can do this and even do it better than they are.
I wouldn't say we have competitors, because our main target are Nigerians in diaspora and Nigerians back home. Okay. So the closest competitors are only dealing with Nigerians in Nigeria. So that's why I wouldn't call them our competitors.
Okay. So when you started this, did you have like some sort of a budget at the back of your mind to say, okay, this is probably what is going to cost us to start? And then at some point, we'll start making profit, and this is what we estimate to be the profit at the end of the year or something like that?
No, I didn't have any budget. Actually, I was determined, like whatever it would cost. And it's not as if I have like unlimited resources. However, like I said, I did business economics, so I'm very prudent when it comes to money. And my background is also IT, so I know a lot about IT. So I kind of like had a plan of what needed to kickstart the company. So I followed the plan, starting with the software, encountered challenges with the software as well. But at the end of the day, when I got to where I was confident that we can launch the company, and that's when we did, which was last year. But there was no budget. I was just going um, with all the plans that I have, because my fear is if I put a budget to it, it might scare me. It might scare me. And so I just went with the limited resources, and that's how I kickstarted.
So how is it going so far then? There's no budget, and who's managing? Is your partner managing it in Nigeria? And how is he managing it without any kind of funding at all from it?
When I said there's no budget, it's not as if there's no money available. There's money available that work, but we didn't have specific budget. My partner is in Nigeria, and I was in Nigeria. I just came back as well. I've been in Nigeria since July. I was in Nigeria when it was launched, so I stayed back. So I just came back. I should be going back very soon as well. So what we do is we kind of like work together. I source for the contracts. Most of us, sometimes it's source for the contract as well, but it's very technical when it comes to construction, with dealing with local people in Nigeria. So that is his forte, whereby I source for the contract and do the major administrative part of the business as well. So we kind of like complement ourselves, if that makes sense. So there are times I speak a lot with customers to make sure, because customer satisfaction is one of our key things that we do, make sure, and that's why we have a lot of repeat businesses, and the business is really doing good. We're surpassing our targets basically, and that is what keeps us going. So we're making reasonable amount of profit since we started.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So now that you're making profit, do you have like long, medium, and long-term goals for what you're doing, and how do you plan to even improve on what you're doing already?
Our short-term goal is actually to build a platform whereby we have dedicated, trustworthy, and time-conscious vendors on our platform. And basically, the long-term goal is just to become an household name in Nigeria. And we have, like I said, the platform, our website is where we admit a lot of vendors on, and we don't just admit any vendor. We do a lot of vetting to make sure they align with our business objectives, and not only that, with our core values as well.
Okay. So what are some of these core values we're talking about?
We're talking about honesty. We're talking about quality, convenience, community, and humanity. Because we believe that if you tell you a job is going to be done, then it needs to be done. And not only that, without compromising the quality of the job. So those are our core values. And we have a standard that they have to agree to, and sign a standard agreement whereby customer service is number one. They need to take care of the customers and respect the customers.
Okay, so let me understand then. So this business really, you have vendors who help you carry out certain tasks. For example, like if somebody comes to you and says, I want my wedding to be organized at so and so place or whatever, then you give the contract to another company who is an event planning company or whatever, and then they execute it, and then whatever comes out of it, you get your own cut from it, and they get their own cut. Is that how it works with all the various arms that you
Yeah,
have?
exactly. So we have various vendors from different categories. So if you go with the event planner that you just mentioned now, so if you come, let's say you come to us, you want us to to manage your event or plan your event. So we look at people on our platform that are event planners. So we contact them, getting the scope of work, exactly how you want it to be planned. So we talk to them to make sure that everything that is important to you is taken into consideration. So we now work, it's kind of like managing it for you. So because a lot of people don't even want to deal with vendors, and that is part of our forte, is how we know how to deal with them. Like I said, the co-founder is local, so he knows how to deal with a lot of Nigerian vendors. So we're taking the headache of you going through that stress away from you. And that's exactly how it works.
Okay, so you're the middleman. So
exactly.
as the middleman, then what have been your challenges so far?
Our main challenges, believe it or not, is getting dedicated, trustworthy, intent-conscious people. Because one thing we found out is most of the vendors, they're not really dedicated about this. So, and this is kind of like a challenge to us, but we've been able to manage to get a lot of vendors in different categories that we can actually trust and work with, because like I said before, we don't just admit any vendor on our platform. They go through a series of tests and vetting as well to make sure they are going to keep the brand name going positively.
Okay, that's good. So how can your customers or anybody who's interested in joining, first of all, tell us the full name of your company and then the website as well, and maybe all the hashtags, and I can ask you other questions.
The full name is Your Comfort NG, and the URL is www.yourcomfortng.com. And our hashtag is just at #YourComfortNG. And we are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as well.
And it's all the same hashtag, everything?
All the same hashtag.
Okay. So you said you've made some profits and everything so far. Without obviously going into details, do you think this is a worthwhile business that you're into now because you're making money, or you think maybe you might think about diversifying, or because you think maybe some, it's not quite as you expected? Do you feel you're actually doing what you're supposed to do, and you're making maybe every 4 months I expect to be able to get this, every 6 months I expect to be able to get this? Are you actually attaining those milestones in terms of what you expect in return on investment?
With business, I would say so far, with less than 1 year, it's kind of like, wow, had I known, I would have started this earlier. That's the way I look at it at the moment, because we actually, sometimes we don't meet the target for the month, because we have a monthly target to meet. Sometimes we don't meet it, but most of the times, I'll say 5 months out of the 7-8 months that we've been in business now, we met our target, and we're doing really good. So like I said before, it is something about, had I known, I had started earlier.
Okay, so for those of you online, if you have any questions, please drop them online, and Sharon will be able to read them out, and Ms. Kamaldeen will be able to answer the questions. So please just engage with us. Let's know that you're here, and if you're enjoying what you're hearing so far and what you're seeing so far, please give us a thumbs up and share with your contacts, and just share as much as you can, because I think this is an amazing business. I think this is really good, because I know where to come. If I have an event I'm trying to host, if I'm building a property, for instance, and I want good contractors and stuff like that to go there and help me build it, I know where to go. So if people wanted to contact you, for instance, and because they are here now, do you have a special package for them that they can, that you can say, okay, I'm giving you like 5% discount in terms of the services that you might probably offer you if you subscribe to our channel today, and you want a so and so and so service. Do you have anything like that for us that we can probably share with our viewers at the moment?
Sure. For the viewers, if anyone needs our services, we have a special bonus discount for them, which is 10%. So all they need to do is mention ADBN 10, then we'll give them 10% of the quotation.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wow, that's really generous of you. Thank you. I think I might just, do that myself.
Why not, Cleopatra?
I think I might just do that as well. Yeah, okay. So your partner back home in Nigeria, what do you think? Has he told you any particular setbacks he suffered? Obviously, you're here, so you probably may not be experiencing as much of the impact that he's getting from customers. But have you guys suffered any setback? For example, the current problems with the Nigerian community in terms of the current crisis and every other thing happening in Nigeria now. Has it affected your business in any way at all?
Yeah, we just completed a project for one of our clients in the UK, and the setback, I would say, is kind of like the fuel scarcity. So we had to buy black market when it was at the top of when it just started. So that will be, and while I was in Nigeria, I think I would say is the inflation, because while I was in Nigeria, within the short period I was there, actually not short, spent about 7 months. I just came back 1st of February this month. Prices of commodities went up about 300%, minimally 100%. So, and during that time, we had customers that were giving quotation to that came back to us. And unfortunately, we had to review the quotation and let them know due to the increase in prices, then the quotation, and normally the quotation we give is only lasts for 1 week. And this is because of the fact that inflation sets in every time and then in Nigeria. So those are the challenges I know, because I was there with him as well. Like I said, but while I was away, it was because of the fuel scarcity.
Okay. So in terms of giving back to the community, for instance, what are you doing, or what do you anticipate that you would do to give back in terms, I don't know, in any area, say if it's employment or charity or whatever? Do you have any particular vision for that?
Yeah, if you look at our website, 5% of our profit will go to youth empowerment. So that is one of the ways of giving back to the society. And not only that, we're training people, capacity training to make sure, capacity development, basically, to make sure we have people by the time they're ready, then they're ready for the labor market. And not only that, they have skills needed in order for them to survive.
Okay. So did I know the COVID pandemic is almost over, thankfully. But how did that affect your business?
Fortunately, we've not started then. We were still preparing before the COVID started. And by the time, when we started, it was kind of like non-existent, basically. So that didn't affect the business that much.
Okay, that's good. So when you're not working and you're not trying to take over the world, how do you chillax? How do you unwind?
I like to take a walk a lot. So when I was in Nigeria, after work or back in the UK, I do take a walk, and sometimes I do jog. If I'm not doing that, if I've got more time, then I love to travel. So I travel to different places and just chillax, like you said.
Okay, that's good. Right, Sharon, do we have any questions at all? Sharon there? Okay, he's not there. Where is he? Okay. All right, fine. We'll carry on then. So going forward, though, say over the next 6 months, where do you see this company? Over the next 1 year? Where do you see this company?
The next 1 year, let's say the next 1 year, I believe we'll be, we'll still be in the market. Not only that, we'll try to expand. At the moment, there's what we call your comfort shortlet, which is something we're trying to add to the portfolio of the company. So, and also now focusing on your comfort shortlet, and also at the same time expanding on the on-demand services that we're doing at the same time. So in 1 year's time, I will have doubled what we're doing at the moment. We'll have had more vendors on our platform and more clients that will be patronizing us. So that is where we aim to be in the next.
Okay. Let me go back to that, your comfort shortlets. So at the moment, I take it you have people who've got properties within Nigeria who are renting them out for people who visit to stay for maybe however long, yeah? Do you currently have that? Or like you said, it's something that you're working to actually having as part of your portfolio?
We do property management and maintenance as well. So at the moment, we have properties that we manage and maintain for people in Nigeria. But with the shortlet, it's part of Your Comfort NG's assets. So it's something that we're planning to do, and we have a vacancy in one of the assets whereby we only need to just work on it and make sure it's up to standard, where we can let it out to people back in Nigeria and people in diaspora that just want to go home and just need a quiet place where they can stay, depending on how long they want to stay for.
Okay, thank you for that. Sharon, you're back. So any questions on the chat? Sharon? It's okay. So I don't know. I was thinking though, going forward as well, do you see this going more into like really campaigning, like a big campaign, maybe in social media? Because right now, if you're not told me about what you do, I don't really know much about. And I think it's a great venture. I think it's a great thing that you're doing, but I don't see it as much on social media or anywhere like Instagram or things like that. So how are you trying to build that following for people to actually know who you are and how to actually subscribe to what you do in your businesses and stuff?
Actually, we actually have social media presence. Like I said before, we are on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and we've done a billboard just to create brand awareness. So we have some followers on social media. Obviously, that can be improved on. And so we are working on that in order to create more awareness about the company. And what we're doing today is also part of the brand awareness.
Absolutely.
Cleopatra.
Absolutely. And I'm glad we are. And that's why I'm asking those who are online, please, I'm sure you would have questions. I mean, there's a question here. Yeah, they have so many plethora. They have a plethora of different services that they offer. Surely there must be something here that would interest you. So please go ahead and ask. She'll go ahead.
Okay, someone asked that are your services available outside Lagos or perhaps Abuja?
Yes. Our services are available throughout Nigeria. So all you need to do is get in touch with us. Let us know what services you require, and then we can send our vendors down there.
Okay. And are your vendors really restricted to just Lagos, or they are all over Nigeria?
They are all over Nigeria. We have people in Aba as well. That's actually on our platform. So we have vendors all over Nigeria. Just majority of them are in Lagos because Lagos is our headquarters, but we have vendors all over Nigeria.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
The next question, do you intend having branch across Nigeria? I guess that question has been answered.
Any other question?
None for now.
Oh, okay, okay. Are there any thoughts you want to share with us, Ms. Kamaldeen?
Yeah, I think basically it's just to let a lot of Nigerians in diaspora know that, for instance, now in the UK, we've got over 200,000 Nigerians in the UK and over 450,000 Nigerians in the US. So it's just to let them know that if they need any services, any job, no matter how small it is, done back home, they can always count on your Comfort NG. We are very professional. We've got customer service orientation, and there's nothing that they need done that we cannot do for them. We do bespoke services as well. So basically just to let them know that, because I spoke to a friend of mine that we lost contact for a while, and we just reconnected again. He's a medical doctor, and he's told me about his experience about doing things back home. He's lost interest, but because he spoke with me, it's like, oh, come on, I'm happy you're doing this, you know. So I'll be looking forward to pick up some things in Nigeria again. So if you need anything, no matter how small it is, no matter how big, like I said, if you've already completed your property and you need someone to manage it for you, you can always reach out to us. And if you need to build a new one, we've got the expertise.
Well, that's very good. I mean, I can echo what your friend said, because I've had not so pleasant experiences as well.
You're not alone, Cleopatra.
To say the least, you know, and it's been quite traumatic, to be honest. And it makes you sometimes feel, okay, what's the point even bothering with Nigeria, because, you know, certain things are happening there and you can't really trust people and all that. But with an organization like this, you know that, okay, first of all, you can put a face to the name, you know. You, at least, even though you're not too old yet in your business, you've built a good reputation so far, and people have had good testimonials with regards to their work with you and everything. And I think it's a good start. And obviously building on this going forward, you know, the sky is the limit. So I know that when the time comes for me to, you know, have any kind of dealings with Nigeria, whether it's a house or short lets or anything at all, the events and all that, I know that you'll be the first person I'll talk to, because I know that at least I know where to find you.
Exactly. And not only that, I'm one of you. I'm
exactly. You're ADB and you're one of us, you know. So
so kind of like I've the same experience in the past, you know. So you can always vouch for the fact that your money is saved with us, and whatever needs to be done will be done according to the scope of work as required, and the quality as well will not be compromised. And we're very affordable, because at the end of the day, people might think, oh, they're gonna be very expensive, but we're not. I can give you an example. There was a quotation we gave to someone in Nigeria for a project, and he thought we were very expensive. He gave it to someone else. They did a very shabby job, and eventually he came back to us. It cost him more in the long run, because we had to do everything over again, you know. So, and by then as well, inflation has set in a little bit as well. So it's always, and you have our own professional opinions as well that will save you a lot of money in the long run. So those are the advantages of coming with us. In the long run, it's always going to be cheaper for you, believe me.
Are there any government restrictions or regulations that are guiding, or do you have any particular organization that you say, okay, this is the organization that we have our standards built on, or whatever, you know, like, I don't know, any organization, any commercial organization, for instance, will have maybe a particular body that they have as benchmark for their services. Do you have anything like that that guides you, especially with Nigeria?
Yeah, well, we try to use the UK as our benchmark. So we use UK standard because it's what I know, basically, and also with technical director, who is the co-founder as well, with the local knowledge that he has. So he knows a lot about the regulations and that needs to be followed. And so these are the things that we combine both the international, my international experience and his local experience as well. So we use that to guide us to complete the projects.
Okay, okay. And I take it the company is registered in Nigeria and is going to be registered here as well, or?
It's registered both in Nigeria and in the UK. And the good thing is you can pay in any currency. If you have a Naira account, that's fine. We've got a Naira account. If you want to pay in pounds, we've got a UK account. If you want to pay in dollars, we've got dollar account as well. So the currency of payment is no issue. So you just tell us what suits you the best, and everything is available for you.
Perfect. Well, I think I'm done with all the questions I had in mind to ask you, and I'm very much enlightened. And you know, I feel I know much more about your company now. I know that I can always recommend you, you know, to whoever I know is trying to find a business somewhere in Nigeria or whatever. I just tell them, no, just come through this guy. Anything you need, you know, they're there for you. So, and I hope everybody online watching us right now feel the same way. I feel quite assured. You know, you come across as very honest and straightforward, and you know, so, and that's very good because people have to buy into you first before they buy into anything that you have to offer. And you've come across as somebody who actually is very honest, and you know, you say what you mean what you say, and you will deliver, and that is quite reassuring for a potential customer like me, of course. So I expect everybody to feel the same way. And if there are no more questions, Shaun.
Yes.
Okay, I would like to thank everybody for joining us, and thank you especially Mr. Kamaldeen for joining us, and wish you all the very, very best with your business. And hopefully we'll come back again, maybe in another few months or 1 year, when you hit your millions. Tell us, you know, that you've hit your millions now, then, okay? And then we can celebrate even much more.
You're talking about tens of millions, right?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Thank you so much, Cleopatra. Thank you for hosting me. Thank you for having me on the
You're very welcome. Guys, next month we'll have another guest on the show. So please do tune in. We'll send you the live chat details when the time comes. But for now, thanks very much. Take care of yourselves and each other, and all the best. Bye, guys.